Kadri. Junior. How was the game?
It was good.
Fantastic, huh?
Yes. Good start.
Kobe Bryant and father, same as Steph Curry and father. How about LeBron James and his son? And in football, Vesta Peter and Kasper Schmeichel, and also Lillian and Marcus Thuram. Not forgetting Tiger Woods and his son. You just saw that video right there. Aruna Quadri and Aruna Quadri Jr. They say catch them young. Let's see if this young star will turn out to be greater than his father. Welcome to Premium Sport right here on PBO TV. I am the amazing Kingsley Afan. Well, a bit of apologies for what happened the last week, but we promise you that this week is going to be another bumper edition of the show. We've seen fathers, or I've just mentioned fathers who have made their sons proud and brought their sons in. I want to talk to this men who in a couple of years will become fathers, and ask them if they will also allow their kids to put a microphone in front of them and speak this way. Bolo Money is here. Chijo Keziani is here. I am the amazing Kingsley. I'll start with Chijo Keziani. Chijoke, will your son also be a sportscaster or a media personality? Or a son or daughter? Anyone else?
Maybe she'll play tennis, and maybe he'll go into football. I don't know. Maybe they'll play music because I'm a music person. Yeah. So, good one. I know where you're driving at, but I will allow you land. But since we're talking about fatherhood, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful one when your son even do what you're doing. Yes. It just shows they are following and they are watching and trying to understand. There's also Simone and his son at Atletico. Yes, that fantastic relationship. We talked about them on the show too. And the ones you've mentioned, Kasper. Also, you've mentioned some amazing name. Tiger Woods' son did incredible shots the other day. So it's amazing. So to answer your question, yes, maybe they might go into music, but I love the money in football. Maybe they might just play football.
About money, we've come a long way, and if we want to talk about struggles on this job, I don't think my child would do this the way I did it. I don't think I want any of my child to do this the way I did it. Yesterday, the lights are on. It's beautiful to see. It was not like this years ago.
Well, I won't force my children to do anything. They'll just choose the football club they want to play for. But I won't force them to do anything. But if they want to do the things I did, there are many things I did. At least, even though I didn't go pro, I still play small football too. Then I do music. So they can do music. That one is even compulsory. From small age, you are learning something. You may end up not eating with it, but wherever you are, I know how much musicians make now. Musicians in terms of those that sing and those that play music, whichever way. But in the end, now you get your life.
Yeah.
No matter how much I have my degree, but I kept it. I don't even know where my certificate is.
I have no idea where mine is.
But I'm doing what I think is love, and now it's paying off. Like I said, there's been times you get drenched. You get to the studio on radio, you see talk, and fans be like, "Oh, I like how you sound." I was shaking like this. There were times we enter one chance. Then both of us got involved. Still got to studio that morning, still do the show. Even if the kids decide to say it is this particular one they want to do, no problem. We'll just put them in the right place. At least the experience we've gathered over time will help. If our dad or fathers did the same thing, we probably would have gone through this route.
Absolutely.
So all the best to them, whichever thing they decide to do. But for the other one, I'll just let them choose what football club.
But Kingsley, there's one part of this whole thing where father and son plays together, or mother and child play together. We were recently denied one recently.
Please don't remind me. Don't remind me.
That was painful.
Yeah,
that was painful. But I've come to somewhere. There's a player he likes. There's a player he has. And so there's a player he likes. Cristiano Ronaldo. We all like him. So. We're thinking if his son could play with him someday.
Yeah, he will, because Ronaldo.
That one they want to play till like.
Yeah, he
actually said
he's ready midweek, and he said he will keep playing. So his son will meet up. We'll catch up with him. The way he handles
the same way my children will catch up with me when I play football.
You will be broadcasting
them. So
that would be fun to watch.
Okay, absolutely fun, because even for Aruna Kodida, we just saw his video now. The wife.
I remember,
Gani.
I've seen both of them.
Let me give you a short story.
She's also a boss in terms of with female.
There are 3 kids.
She plays tennis pretty well.
She was a pretty pro before she stepped out.
They visited my company one time, and both of them entertained us. Like, it was a training match, but it was beautiful.
You don't play with them.
I can't.
See, just to mark another.
I can't. Mobility. I can't. Those guys are just top notch. And what the son was, the clip we saw right now, the son is just amazing. Backhands, and he was screaming and he wants to set against his dad. He was so happy.
Wow, absolutely. So let us know in the comment section what you're doing right now, your profession. Will you allow your kids also do same thing and then find yourself in the same way?
I want to challenge Aruna Kodri.
Well, Jessica,
as you said that, Jessica shook her head.
Shaking her head. Jessica doesn't want her kids to, do some of the things she does. I won't mention any of it.
I guess she not even do what she does.
I'll mention any of it. But welcome to the show. We have to just go through that route and then make you also have your own say on this. Just go to the comment section. Tell us what you do. Make sure it is legit. And then tell us if you can also allow your kids to do same. We'll do a break. When we come back, we'll get into full swing of this fresh package and edition of Premium Sport right here on PBO TV with the amazing Kingsley, Bolu Omoniyi, and Chijoke Eziali. No shades on CJ today. I promise. We'll be back. Welcome back, guys. Here's still Premium Sport right here on PBO TV. Yes, sir, let's get into it real quick. Time for news beats. US President Donald Trump has signed an executive order that prevents transgender women from competing in female categories of sport. The order provides guidance, regulations, and legal interpretations, and it will enlist the Department of Education to investigate high schools thought to be non-compliant. Well, Republicans say it restores fairness to sport, but the LGBTQ advocacy and human rights organizations have described the move as discriminatory. Well, Trump and his shenanigans and a lot of persons have said, this is the right way to go. And I think there are some persons who also love the fact that he will be present at the Super Bowl this weekend. The first time a sitting president will be at the Super Bowl. Fantastic quote from Donald Trump. Also, boxing promoter Eddie Hearn has denied that Anthony Joshua has agreed to his next fight, saying the heavyweight is yet to begin talks with any opponent after speculations on social media suggested that the British Nigerian could fight Martin Bakole. I actually thought that was Nigerian. Or Deontay Wilder next. To F1 legend Sir Jackie Stewart believes it would be foolish to count Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari out of the 2025 Formula 1 title race. Rarely in the sport's history has there been so much interest in a driver leaving one team for another. But Hamilton's decision to quit Mercedes to leave out his childhood dream of racing for Ferrari has captured the imagination of all. He said, "For Lewis, I was surprised he went there, but Ferrari is very colorful, very exciting, and usually very successful. I wouldn't count them out, to put it that way." We'll do a quick break. We're done with Newsbeat. After the break, everything Naija on Naija Flavor. We'll be back. Welcome back, guys. It's time for Naija Flavor right here on Premium Sport on PBO TV. Where else do we start from? But from the leadership of our football back home in Nigeria, that's the Nigerian Football Federation, the president of the NFF, Ibrahim Musa Gusau, and the chairman of the National Sports Commission, Shehu Diko, Alhaji Shehu Diko, if you want to pronounce it correctly, inspected the proposed NFF hotel and training pitch site in Abuja. Well, the ambitious project is designed to establish a state-of-the-art accommodation facility intended specifically for the national football teams. We've seen this before. I don't like judging the present with the past, but we've seen, paparazzi, we've seen commissioning and all of that. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't live to see the light. Is this another one, or should we really trust and believe them that they can do what Morocco is doing right now?
Why are we even having a hotel in Abuja where the team will be camping in Oyo? The games will be in Oyo.
No, there are plans that they'll move all our games back to Abuja and fix the stadium.
We have moved this before. Are there plans to maintain the facility? That's the most important thing. You can build anything now. If you don't maintain it, you see that in natural death. We were in Abuja. We were in Lagos for a very long period of time. There for about 30 years, no football match in Lagos. Even though when they came back to Lagos, still not the national stadium.
Yeah.
Whom we had the sponsor should have done God knows how many years ago. We played Tessie Balogun. After a few games, we left. We went back to national stadium. Super Eagles played one game. Falcons played a few games. Underage, we left because they couldn't maintain. We were in Delta for a while. We were in Benin for a while. I have no problem going to states, but there has to be. England can play in a few other stadiums for different reasons.
Yes.
But we know it is almost certain they will play at the Wembley Stadium.
Yeah.
Spain don't have a national stadium, but Spain can close their eyes and play at any venue. Even at that, they still have some selected venues. These are the places we use. Why? If you check those stadiums, many of them are over 100 years old. So it is about maintaining. If you just let's repair the stadium and we come back there, what happens if we don't maintain and we leave again? What happens to the accommodation and everything? It means because if the Super Eagles are not camping in Abuja, the accommodation will almost be useless.
I really hope it's not just another meeting, another inspection. Shehu Diko, since he came in as chairman for National Sports Commission, he has been taking pictures and going everywhere. He really needs to sit down and work, and I really hope that they know what they are doing this time, because Gusau is pushing
He
this.
actually looks very tired of talking about
seriously,
Nigerian football.
It's more like
because it's over and over and over again.
It's draining.
I understand where Bolu is coming from. Bolu is trying to be nice, but I'll just say the project would not happen. Or okay, let me just say it might not happen, or might take so much time to happen. We've seen Go Project's money not accounted for. We've seen what you mentioned, Morocco, what they've done, and we could see
the money that we had. There are two people dropped, one for Abuja, one for Lagos. At least Abuja hosted the Super Eagles once.
Yeah,
Lagos didn't even host.
We could see examples everywhere. So it's tiring. It's annoying to know you're part of a country that's supposed to be one of the biggest when it comes to Africa.
The biggest on paper.
When it's tiring. Look, see the FMB Stadium in South Africa. If they want to play, we are going to the FMB.
South Africa have been going for a long time.
Yeah, so
see Morocco that just literally came out of.
Even they are under 20.
How am I going for Morocco? At least the football nation and all this is Qatar.
So
Qatar national teams are now playing with superb teams because it's a plan. See what England did with this 10-year project.
Oh, God bless you for that. What's the plan?
Because I think we shouldn't be planning for this next World Cup. We will likely not.
Let's not even search it again. What is the plan? It's just to build the FDFs and admire it and leave it.
What are we going to do afterwards?
They built the NFF glass house now.
Are we going to allow under 17 use those facilities? Are we going to allow Falcons use those facilities? Are we going to allow Flying Eagles, Flamingos, all?
They say it's for the football national team.
Super Eagles.
They say it's for the football national team.
The same Nigeria that will do New Jersey and say the younger ones can't wear it.
My brother, this NFF, let's see. NFF, we are not being disrespectful or looking down on your administration, but what we're saying is do things right. Let us believe again in the administration of Nigerian football. That's all we are saying. If you want to do the things you do, it is good. These ideas are lofty ideas, they are brilliant ideas.
But bring it to reality.
Bring it to reality and maintain them. And give us a structure, give us a plan.
Okay, they are listening. I know they always listen. Let's hope they bring all of this to fruition. Let's talk about on the pitch, which is what has to do with the new Super Eagles gaffer Eric Chell ahead of the crucial World Cup qualifiers. We now have our dates, March 21st and 25th. Yes, March 21st to play in Kigali, Rwanda, while Zimbabwe would come to the Godswill Akpabio Stadium in Uyo March 25th. Bulu and CJ said they are waiting for those 2 days, like they are really, really waiting. But for the coach, and the coach is now in England as we speak. He needs to talk to the players, and we are looking at, if you are in England, then the core of players, in the Super Eagles also are in England. We know of there's Alex Iwobi, there's Calvin Bassey, Fulham. You look at there's Ola.
I'm sure we won't say I've called again.
There's Taiwo Awoniyi. No, Ola not Taiwo Awoniyi. And then we also have.
We have Ndidi Ola. No.
Yes, Ndidi then. There's star.
I know the Calvin Bassey. That's all.
No. Iheanacho is.
Are you playing with me?
Iheanacho is in middle.
Won't you start ahead of Iheanacho?
The chairman is back.
Now, would you start ahead of Iheanacho now?
Paul Onuachu is in Southampton. Joe Aribo is in Southampton.
Those ones still play for Nigeria.
Yes, that's Super Eagles
material. They are not going to the World Cup. Those are dependents. And the next Super Eagles star is also in England.
We also have some players who have dual nationality that might play for the Super Eagles.
I said the next Super Eagles star. Let me think.
Eric Chell.
Let me hope you are thinking of the same person.
Tosin Adarabioyo, Chelsea.
No.
Tosin Adarabioyo.
Well, right now is actually better than what we even have.
Yes. So you bring such a guy in.
Old, obviously.
Yes, he helps the defense. And the Brentford's new.
And there was a report that he has even agreed to switch
Michael.
People that don't like that age, but is he better?
Yes, you help us. Because if you have him, we have Semi Ajayi, we have Calvin Bassey. I think we have sorted that center because Trustekong is brilliant.
No, age has caught up with us.
I
saw this guy recently, Leon Balogun.
Leon Balogun for Rangers at 38 or
I saw a tackle against United.
Yes, like 38 or so.
But when you get older, it's all about timing, actually.
Yeah.
Like Rio said it.
Legs are not there anymore.
Yeah, legs are not there. It used to be a very quick player, but when you get older, you get your timing right. It's intelligence,
Can
actually.
Can they cope with the intensity of African football? I think that's
another good question. Yeah.
Okay, I mentioned Tosin Adarabioyo, and then there's Brentford's new acquisition, Michael Coyote.
Let me hope you're still mentioning the name.
And then there's they talk about Chelsea owned Leslie Ugochukwu.
He was
related.
Move on, we cannot come.
Okay, call the next name.
There's no space in our midfield.
And then there's the talk of Arsenal's teenage sensation.
That's all.
Ethan Nwaneri.
That's all. He's better than every winger we have except one.
Ademola
Lookman. The current African best.
Ethan Nwaneri for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
I say better pass all our wingers might not say Lookman.
It will be brilliant, actually.
I'm hearing some of your not your colleagues.
His colleagues. His colleagues.
Ethan Nwaneri should go and play on that 21st. It's the same nonsense we said with Saka. He should play on that 17. Later, when they now switch and they play for England, now say they had no business in Nigeria. They didn't know Nigeria. Shut up. They know Nigeria. All these guys know. This Saka come to Nigeria was the last year or 2 years. Mm-hmm. These guys know if they chance opportunity. Give an 18-year-old the chance to play in your national team, not any 18-year-old. Yeah. The boy is talented. If he gets the chance, he will love it for the rest of it.
But let me even go away from professional football. Like, when we're growing up, if you play against older people, you play better.
Yep.
Naturally. You play better, you're faster, you're quicker.
Except the ones that are better than them, so you have chance.
Yeah, so if Waneri comes to our team, imagine Waneri, Lookman, and Osimhen. Damn.
Membership. And the thing is, people talk about play. He has a better chance of going for tournaments and playing with Nigeria. Not because I'm Nigerian or because I want to come. His problem at Arsenal is the same thing in England. Nobody's benching a fit Saka. Nobody's benching a fit Saka with the English national team. Saka may not be all that in terms of dribbles, everything, but that boy is Saka is like a Valverde in Real Madrid squad. No matter what you say, those boys will play. Not because Saka is dribble leg blah 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 blah.
You see
but Waneri will play.
I love all of this. When we talk about Waneri will play, what do we have as a national team to sell to Waneri to come play for us?
He will play. That one is enough. The biggest brand in African football is enough.
And he has the opportunity to go to the World Cup.
He will win.
We can sell the World Cup, yes.
We are not he will win AFCON.
Oh yeah, agree with me that they were not going to the World
Because there's
Cup.
a possibility that we will have a different coach for AFCON.
But we can sell the World Cup to him. We can sell him winning
The World Cup
Nations
qualifiers.
Cup.
No, World Cup itself.
World Cup itself now because
Now, some players would go through the rigors of qualifying us for the World Cup, and then when we are,
we've seen that happen many times now. We've seen that happen many times.
Coach took us to World Cup week. What's his name? He took
qualified.
He didn't go for any of them. Not because
I think Philip Chuze qualified for 1998. Took Embura military.
Yeah, it's not today. So it has always happened.
I'm even going for Ghana last World Cup. Ghana. Almost half of the boys that beat Nigeria didn't go to the tournament. That's when they went to bring Salisu. I'm not saying it's right, but
every time,
there are some. The boy is an exceptional talent in reality. He is good enough. I saw a few games of that boy. I said to myself, this boy needs to play for Nigeria.
And he's fearless. He's actually fearless.
That boy he has really understood Bukayo Saka so much that he literally does almost everything Saka does with a little bit of skills. Saka will not dribble you. But he's effective, which makes Saka unplayable.
So I'm thinking, I'm Ethan Nwaneri. I play for Arsenal, playing the UEFA Champions League, and then is it tempting to come play?
Ademola Lookman won Europa League, plays for Nigeria. Osimhen won everything, play for. So what is
but truth is,
this is where
he has played on
that. Played everything for England. Which
I think there's
a player play for two nations before play for Nigeria. England and one. Is Lookman now? I play for two countries. There's a player that play for two underage countries that still play for Nigeria. I think it's Lookman.
So one of has the temptation of actually playing for England. There's that big temptation. They will always want to play. But if you have very good examples in Iwobi, Calvin
we will give you.
We have very good example in players that grew up outside Nigeria that played for Nigeria and did very well.
Just use Arsenal legend Kanu. Simple.
So I think
use Iwobi that played for Arsenal.
I think that rather than politicize it and have administrators make those travels. Make those travels
coaches
and
in England,
go to those countries and talk to these players. Let's have
ambassadors.
You mentioned Kanu now. If Nwaneri plays for Arsenal,
Iwobi will still have his connect.
Yes, Iwobi to have his connect at Arsenal.
You definitely.
The coaches in England.
Kanu also Arsenal.
Definitely well respected.
JJ Okocha is a brand any day, anytime.
He doesn't need to play for Arsenal. Everybody wants to be like
exactly.
So if you now take a team of maybe a 7-man team that has Kanu, JJ, Iwobi.
No, we don't even need a 7-man.
I'm just saying.
Remember
it's good suggestion.
Do you remember how KD joined Golden State Warriors? He said he had no plan until it was a knock, and I think it was Steph and Jomo Grey, about 4 or 5 of the.
Just seeing them alone, you're inspired.
It really can happen. And now I was having a conversation with a few guys earlier today, and I was telling them that one of the struggles Arsenal have had in the last couple of years that they've not had a recognized striker. And so they were saying, let's look at the top strikers, the Harry Kanes, the Robert Lewandowski, so they wouldn't have come to Arsenal. And then I said, it's because of the structure of the team. Mikel Arteta doesn't have that pull and clout. Arsene Wenger convinced Campbell to ditch sports for Arsenal. And these are
there's no rivalry and then there was mad rivalry.
But that imagine if Arsenal had maybe a Zizou, a Zinedine Zidane as coach. Zidane can talk to a player, can talk to Harry Kane and say, I want you to play for me. Zidane can convince Lewandowski, even though Lewandowski has said, I want to leave Bayern and go to Barcelona. Zizou will now call you and talk to you and say, sit down, I need you in my plan. You will come. So if we can get this kind of bodies or personalities they walk into a room and everybody's quiet.
There's aura. There's that aura.
It will help.
But now our Super Eagles coach is currently in London. Is there any possibility of him talking? We don't even know whether he's in the schedule.
We don't even know Eric.
Do we know Eric?
I know him. He was a former Malian.
In fact, even when it was announced, people were still referring to that man with the power attack on him.
Yes, that's why I told you that I'm saying that we really do know him. And I like the fact that he's very serious. He has said that he's focused, he's concentrating.
It's not about saying
that's the wise thing to do.
A lot of persons are talking about the AFCON in December. He's saying
because I said to myself, I may be wrong, but if Nigeria don't qualify for Luka, I don't think Chelsea will be the one to lead.
We've said it here, but
no, he will. Let me tell you why he will.
I will drag NFM.
No, let me tell you why he will. If I'm on a panel and I need to vet either he will go to the AFCON or not, I'm going to vet or score him based on these 6 games that he's going to handle.
So it means
now,
we don't qualify.
No,
because the reason we sack some coaches because of this tournament after two games.
No, the remaining 6 games. If he gets say maybe 4 wins, a loss and a draw. It's not,
that one
it's not. It's not a poor result.
There's something.
It's not a poor result.
But
me, I'm looking at.
Will they sack him if he picks 1 point in these 2 games?
I
think he's gone.
They won't sack him, and that's exactly the same thing we did to Finidi George.
But I think he's gone. If he takes,
so you can play beautiful football and lose the game.
If he takes one,
if Pesero that lead us to AFCON final play terrible football.
Bolusi explosive, expressive,
if Chelsea takes 1 point from 2 games.
It's impossible. Please, you guys should not believe this.
I think he's gone.
No, he
can't. There's no need for us to have him.
No, he can't. He can't take 1 point from the next 2 games.
I hope it doesn't.
But if we are going by, our recent games with these 2 teams, we don't go.
No, we are beating Rwanda and Kigali, and we are smashing Zimbabwe.
I like your confidence. I hope Nigeria step into
that Kigali game will probably lead to what will happen in Nigeria. If
they win Zimbabwe, they will trash them. I can say that we'll trash Zimbabwe.
I don't think Rwandans have players that can cope with the quality.
They beat us last time. They beat us last time. The same players.
Last Rwanda was
it wasn't Eric Chell.
Eric Tichele, right?
Yeah, let's let you know that former Super Eagles of Nigeria left back Taiwo has been honored by French Ligue 1 club Olympique Marseille after being inducted into the club's Hall of Fame. Good one. I like this kind of stories that I like. See, let them induct into the Hall of Fame. Let them not remove your name from the team list because you went to bet. That's
by the way, you know some of the colleagues are now pushing the agenda. I saw a story and I was just shaking my head. Great news that you're being reinstated. Okoye is now available for Chelsea because cover from your. What's wrong with you people?
Let's move on.
I don't know. I don't want to dabble into it.
Even if I was him, I won't accept any.
I don't want to dabble into all of that. I don't know why guys mentioned. I said something in passive.
Did I even mention any name?
Yeah, you mentioned Okoye.
I thought I said Jessica.
Oh, okay. Well, not just one person got inducted. Also, Remo Stars head coach Daniel Ogumodedi was inducted into the Hall of Fame of the National Institute of Sports Nigeria. Wow.
Well, before you ask, let me just say congratulations to him, man.
Bolo also congratulations. I know that.
Bolo doesn't like the idea.
Bolo congratulations. I know that.
Look, the title thing, they told us why. This one is, I'm trying to understand why. But I think the best thing has to just be congratulations.
How many years have you spent in MPFL?
Maybe 4.
Okay.
No, I think Remo Stars has spent 4. He has not spent 4 because the first year was in Portugal.
Yeah, he went to Portugal for coaching course.
Okay. Well,
the more you look, the less you see.
It's not the MPFL, it's the National Institute of Sports. So we don't know. He might have done a whole lot of things.
But for the title, sorry to take us a little back.
Legit, I love that.
Yeah, for the title stuff, I'm even more proud that he left Lobby Stars. For about 3 years.
I think it was the first direct transfer.
Yeah, it wasn't on loan. He went straight to Marseille's first team and see where he is. Yeah. Genuine talent, fantastic talent. And his left foot
how he grow in MPFL from that thing is amazing.
Yeah. And it was a big transfer.
I think by the way, one player just left to Benfica from what club in Abuja before the transfer.
It's not the academies that get it.
Yeah, the academies, mostly.
Because the academies at least look young.
Yeah, I remember in 90.
They are young.
Was it 94 or 95? 94 or thereabouts. If you need to just get the wire and they just went straight to
Exactly.
Push and back then, even some players
reject right side.
Push
Obama from
to
the
left
right side to the left side.
And it became one as at that period.
Talent,
it was the best right winger in the world.
Yeah.
But now,
okay, let's wrap up on this so that we can go for our next break. NPFL selected fixtures for this weekend. I see Rivers United, Lobby Stars, there's Ikorodu City, Kwara, Shooting Stars, Bendel, Insurance. That looks like a match-watching tie. Aqua United, Ihimba, Castina Heartland. Let me start. Let's just talk about 2 teams. Aqua United, they are the one carrying every other person on their head, 20th on the table. At some point, we had Dakada and Aqua United in the NPFL, and they were doing well, and then Dakada got relegated.
When you said we, you're referring to
that's
the Uyo.
No, in the league. I'm talking about the league. We had these 2 teams in the MPFL.
Oh, okay.
And then Dakada got relegated. Yeah. And you know why I'm saying we, because we used to talk about it on other platforms that two teams from the same place. I think
this one was even their feeders team.
So that was what I was asking for.
We have Abia Warriors and Eyimba.
Yeah. So,
but they didn't allow what's their name, self? Remo Stars and this their feeders team because same owner.
Yeah. So Dakar got relegated, and then Dakar United have been flirting with relegation for the past 2 or 3
since they are going this time.
Now, are they going down this time?
They are going to meet Dakar.
Okay, good. I think that's what it is. And let's talk about Remo Stars. Remo Stars, they are the team to beat. 8-point gap. Although Shooting Stars have a game in hand, and game in hand doesn't mean 3 points in the bag. Remo Stars also, can we say this is their season? Finally, they crack it.
Yes. Confidently, I can say that now. They've been like among the top 3 teams since the league started, but now they are beginning to like move clear. And the game against Kano Pillars, it's a game that I know they can win.
Kano Pillars will not get coach.
So Bolu is always at the negative side of this.
Because they suspended their coach.
The Aqua United are school.
I don't understand. They are going on relegation already.
1 point in 9.
So they have Yaro.
Yeah. But if what's God? Ahmed Musa will travel with them. He doesn't travel a lot.
No, they fly now. So,
so if it comes with them, maybe they might make it a game. But Remo should win.
The same kind of pillars that Ikorodu City destroyed. Remo not destroyed. Okay, according to these two guys, Aqua United, you're going down. Remo Stars, you're winning the league. After the break, Euro Focus. Welcome back, guys. It's time for Euro Focus. PBO Premium Sports. The biggest news in midweek. There's no bigger news than Newcastle eliminating us. Arsenal always hog the headlines. Arsenal either for good or for fairness or for controversy, anything. Arsenal always hog the headlines. And then Mas Lewis Kelly's celebration over the past weekend. The Premier League now have come up that they might start looking into a celebration of players if it's inciting. We understand all of these things. But let's just talk about that. Arsenal have been knocked out of the EFL Cup by Newcastle. Because we'll get to talk about Arsenal during our hot gist, I think let's just gloss over this one. We'll talk about Arsenal much later. But for Real Madrid, yes, I'm interested in this Real Madrid beating the Leganes 3-2 because of the last goal scorer. How's that guy from Garcia? He has scored 19 in 21 games for Madrid BT. Yes, and then they bring him in and he gets to score the goal.
Under 10 minutes. Yes,
I don't know why managers nowadays, gone were the days that managers would trust. Yes, no matter how big the game is, you don't have to force a midfielder to play as an attacker. You don't have to force. Ancelotti did that, and I felt very good about that.
Very good. We felt shocked that he did it. Ancelotti that Madrid needed a goal, needed to win. He brought in Luka Modric against Espanyol last weekend. Ancelotti doesn't even like young players. He does not.
But his central back pairing in midweek, there were 2 young players. Asensio
because they have crisis.
Because there's massive problems, and there's a Madrid derby coming this week, and it's because it's Leganes. The safety saves almost backfired. Raul Asensio, a young centre back, came on board when many injuries. The boy became a mess. He started playing well. Immediately, Tchouameni, who is a DM, came back. He started benching that boy. Too many talks of what Odegaard should be the youngest ever player in Champions League history at 15 years plus. This boy warmed up for 45 minutes. Real Madrid won that game by 4 goals or 3 or there. But Odegaard was just warming up on the bench for nothing. So that Baba doesn't like young players. But I agree with you about coaches back then trusting young boys. Even in games you are losing sometimes, you just decide to bring them on. And they surprise, not all the time. Occasionally those boys step on. The trendy thing was the Spanish commentator in that game that said they removed the goal scorer Hendrick for a 20-year-old youngster. I'm like, he's senior Hendrick. But I like the boy taking his chance. It means now, occasionally maybe getting the chance, at least even if he doesn't play, make the bench for the first team. That's how Raul Garcia Asensio got his chance, making the bench once a while, then boom. Now Madrid fans are boldly saying start that boy. So you never can tell when you get your opportunity, you take it.
But kudos to Leganes. They also made it again. From 2 goals down, Joan came up with the first penalty, then the second goal brace for himself.
You're talking about midweek and making it a game. Bayer Leverkusen were
exactly same scenario.
And we had Victor Boniface come on. and scored the winner in extra time. And this was like
I don't want to blame Alonso this period because Sheik was the man benching.
Yes,
it was not playing.
Sheik got the 2 goals, got the equalizer in the 96th minute.
Yes, but
then the other guy, the other thing of is justifying it. Then you bring on Boniface, he scored the winner.
I don't even think he was meant to even play because he came on. I think it was.
Even over the weekend,
extra time,
he scored the midweek. It's a
good one. But for Boniface, it's actually very strong mentally.
Yeah, that's
very strong mentally to lose such a deal.
And scoring goals
back to back like that. So he shows his mentality is very strong. And for people that are saying he's not a very good striker, they all can see firsthand that he's a very fantastic.
We had a bit of conversation somewhere earlier this week. I'll just mention their names. Pick one. What's his name? You see, I always forget his first name. I almost called him Michael Jackson. Nicholas Jackson.
Are you playing?
Victor Boniface.
Are you playing?
Are you playing?
Nicholas Jackson.
Are you playing?
Nicholas Jackson, Victor
Are you
Boniface.
playing?
I didn't play as a striker.
You know the good thing. The good thing about our show is that we don't even do comparisons. So we just give them analysis for them to even do
comparison. Me over Nicholas Jackson.
Okay.
I
suppose, but I know Bolu plays football too. So
okay, take it.
Boniface.
Boniface.
I think the problem people are having now is they see strikers like Benzema, they see strikers like Suarez. They remember De Lima and feel every striker. A striker is old Hurricane. A striker is Haaland.
You're going
not
far.
The Haaland of
You're going far. I think people watch too much Premiership and forget that other leagues exist.
Strikers.
Because if Boniface plays in the Premier League, that conversation wouldn't happen.
What Boniface is doing is literally the same thing Ivantone did. No skills, nothing. Put the ball into the back of the net. That's your job. I don't judge players based on numbers. Yes, if I would do numbers for let's say midfielders, I would look for maybe your passes, compare. But strikers, the only thing is to put the ball into the back of the net.
But the funny thing is, Boniface is even skillful.
I don't even care.
Boniface is even very skillful. Okay. He's a very good link-up man. Okay. He does everything. Okay. I don't even know where the comparison is coming from. Actually,
where's the comparison? We were comparing Jackson. But Jackson's career goals is like 40. Yeah, Nicholas Jackson, his career goals is like 40.
40?
Yeah, around 40.
Talking about the number 40.
Boniface scored 40 something.
Talking about the number 40, Cristiano Ronaldo celebrated his 40th just in midweek, iconic one. And he has scored, I think, 920 something.
23, okay. Yeah. He even scored the flight header before his birthday.
So he's saying that he will keep going. Imagine if he plays until 50. This man will smash the 1,000.
50? If he plays 45, he will smash the 1,000.
Yeah, he smash 1,000 and then... I like the fact that he has proof that he has scored over.
No, Pele, so they added some season friendly and all those.
I think they brought it down later. Yeah, they brought it down later to 700 or something.
Yeah, official games about 7+.
Okay, so it will be with proof. A player who has scored over 1,000.
Please, I even want to see when he will retire one day. I want to see what he will. Although you said you rather buy a club.
Yes, yeah. It makes more business sense actually.
How will Ronaldo be a coach?
He can't. It's too emotional. It's too emotional actually.
How much do you want to pay?
You know what I say? It's too emotional. If you watch the Portugal Euros final when which they won, he couldn't sit down.
Yes.
Like the pain.
Yeah, he couldn't see. He was injured. He was standing. He was shouting.
Me, it's even the money. How much do you want to pay him as a coach?
That's another thing.
You have to break the bank.
Yeah. And the players earning now about almost $1 million a week.
So
Instagram pay him about $2 million now.
So it makes sense. It makes sense for him to become.
Have to buy clubs.
Except he wants to coach his son.
CJ, buy clubs.
Yeah.
He can do it now.
Club now.
He can do it now.
You can buy a club.
If you notice, the son is living in England, going to France, buy another one in France.
That's
probably the only way.
Okay, that's Cristiano Ronaldo. I know David Beckham also has a club, Inter Miami.
Sorry. I just want to throw this in. I was thinking in my head and saying, I'm not sure Ronaldo can play with his son. Then I remembered a certain Japanese guy that played.
Oh, that
yes,
50.
Yeah, 50.
He came out of retirement.
He came out of retirement and still playing. And I mean, like, Ronaldo is like a fitness monster.
Yeah.
Like, if you see all the stories from his teammates, even Evra said one time that after training, he was there in the gym and working extras. And you look at him like, when do you rest?
Yeah, after all your achievements.
You mentioned Inter Miami as well. There's people hear Ronaldo's own every day.
Yeah.
Teammates say, was it not? He said he came to training 1 hour early with Madrid to impress. He saw Ronaldo. Then he came 2 hours early and saw himself, bros, you're on your own. Tevez said something similar. So everyone know about the Ronaldo, but people don't know about Messi.
I know, it's true.
I saw a Beckham documentary. Beckham said despite everything he has achieved, Messi comes to training before everybody. So then you see this
greatness.
players,
Today.
So people think he's talent.
You will not see Pogba.
Like very purpose, like as in they.
I'm coming to training. I can't. Kingsley carry my boots. CJ carry my jersey.
Crazy. Crazy.
Where's the World Cup winner? So who are we? Okay, selected games for this weekend across leagues. In England, no EPL, so there's absolutely no FPL, no fantasy. I think I can rest. I've been traumatized in the past couple of days. I don't have Salah. Salah keeps breaking my heart. When he's not a beep, keeps scoring goals upon goals. And which day will you not score? Will you go blank?
The day I won't captain him.
The
day I won't captain him, won't go blank. Some people triple cap him this week.
Yes, and they are
that's
flying
massive,
high.
man.
And he's still going to play next week.
Yes, it's playing on Wednesday. Yeah. Okay, but we have games in the FA Cup. Arsenal are out of the FA Cup. Arsenal fans, don't worry, close your ears. Man United will host Leicester. That should be a very tantalizing game. Brighton, Chelsea also stands out.
I think that United game is starting in a few hours.
Yeah. There's Aston Villa, Tottenham. I see Birmingham, Newcastle. There's Everton, Bournemouth, and then there's Leighton Orient, Manchester City. The Manchester City. I think we'll talk about City and signings when we get to hot cheese. Bundesliga, a few games: Dortmund, Stuttgart, Freiburg, Heidenheim, there's Hoffenheim, Union Berlin, Mainz, Augsburg, Wolfsburg, Leverkusen, Mönchengladbach, and Frankfurt. In the La Liga, Celta Vigo, Real Betis, Athletic Bilbao, Girona. I see Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. That's a Madrid derby. What a game that one will turn out to be. Maybe we should just touch on that a bit. Madrid derby. Simeone and his team have been superb, especially Alvarez. Alvarez has been getting them clutch goals, like when they need the goals. Madrid issue with defense, and now knowing fully well that their eyes will be even on the Champions League in a couple of days against Manchester City. This looks like a Madrid derby that Atletico Madrid might just need, even at the Bernabeu.
Well, in the last few years, both of them have been doing don't lose in your house, I don't lose in my house. When they play at the Metropolitano, highest they play a draw. When they play at the Bernabeu, Real Madrid no matter. In fact, last season Real Madrid lost only 3 games in all competitions. 2 of them were to Atletico at the Metropolitano. Then the Bernabeu, Real Madrid won. But I think all the injury stories at Real Madrid are lie. Some of them are.
What did you say?
I think some of them.
They're trying to trick.
I think some. Rudiger, so we saw him pull off in the match, but I think some of them are not injured. Like if you check the list for the Leganes game, you see Bellingham knock, this one knock, Mbappe was able. I don't believe them. I think those ones are just mind games. But to beat Atletico, it means they have to step up. The man I pity the most has to be Vinicius Junior. He's in the world of his own. He complains a lot. He fights everybody, fighting teammates and everybody. In his absence, Real Madrid scored lots of goals. They play free flowing, and the biggest boy in quotes came back and things like so. The 2 games he has played, they've struggled in those 2 matches, but he needs to step up. Real Madrid have what it takes, but like you rightly said, Atletico Madrid went on about 15 games winning streak. They had a blip, they lost. Immediately after that one, they picked themselves up again. They started winning. If Real Madrid want to defend their first defense in about almost 20 years, because the last time they defended any La Liga title was 2007 they won, and 2008. Since then, if they win, someone else wins. If they want to defend, this is a game they must win. Even if they end up playing a draw, Barcelona still win. They will only close the gap if they win theirs. But Real Madrid have to win this game. But if they will, it's going to be a tough game because Atleti are in fine.
It will not be only tough. It will be nasty. Because Real Madrid would definitely.
I like the sound of nasty.
It will be nasty, and I like the word you used when you said Alvarez gets clutch goals. Yeah. When games are nasty, clutch goals comes into play.
Alvarez, Solo, Griezmann,
and Simeone's son also that gets some weird goals. I don't know. He just runs into some positions and strikes the ball. I'm trying to look at the loopholes in Madrid team now. You said already.
It's everywhere.
You said already now that they are pretending that they have knocks, but okay, maybe Mbappe would play. I don't think his injury is that serious.
Bellingham
will play.
How about central defense?
Thank you. Now that's where the problem is.
I think they're probably keeping Alaba.
That
may be the first game he'll start.
Yeah, Tchouaméni is not comfortable playing that position.
It's crazy, and it shows. We are seeing it every day.
He's never comfortable. I think Rudiger is a big miss. Rudiger is a massive one. So let me just say.
If I were to say, I'll probably just go for the young Asensio and Alaba. I don't mind. If I see the starting lineup and I see Vasquez, Tchouaméni, and Mendy,
that's the problem.
It will be on God.
I think Atletico might nick this one.
Those 3 players are more dangerous than Solos, Griezmann, and Alvarez. They are more dangerous for Madrid. than those 3 for.
Wow.
I understand.
Okay, let's go to. Well, there's also Sevilla and Barcelona this weekend.
This game 20 years ago was huge.
Yeah, but it's also
But not anymore.
For Barcelona.
Not anymore.
Barcelona will stroll.
They will stroll actually. They will stroll because Sevilla hasn't been doing very well.
Some fine buys.
They've
grown from the early.
I think now they are tighter now. They don't concede. Yeah, they don't concede goals the way they concede.
Because because Iheanacho is not there anymore.
Maybe, but they signed a Nigerian.
Someone was asking me.
They signed a Nigerian Akko. Akko might play. Akko might play.
Akko was balling at Pompey. Yeah, they brought him to come and start.
Akko might play.
Yes.
No, he might play. But I see Barcelona beating them.
Someone was asking me, can Iheanacho just play at the elite?
He's already in the championship already. It's be difficult to come up.
I say it's not even in tier 2. I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised.
It'll be nice to see your man.
I'll be surprised if he starts for Middlesbrough.
Syria, Como Juventus, Verona Atalanta, Venezia Roma, Lazio Monza, Napoli, Udinese. We'll do a quick break. I don't care what Bolu is saying about it. We'll do a quick break. When we come back to the time for gists, that's always hot. Hot gists. Alright guys, welcome back. This is the final lap of this brilliant and enticing edition of Premium Sports right here on PBO TV. I've had fun so far on set with this wonderful guys, Bolo Moni, Ichijo Kezali. I'm the amazing Kingsley. Special thanks to Elijah and Jessica, who Jessica is what's the word?
Multitasking today.
Multitasking, multi-talented, multi-dimensional.
And she doesn't want her kids to be like her.
Her hands are active this time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, from the fingers to the.
I like the way Bolu did her hands when you were explaining that.
All of it, fantastic. Jessica, keep it up. Keep your fingers.
Jessica,
working.
please keep the fingers pressing.
Keep the fingers working. Now let's go to hot gists. Hot gist today. We'll just do this and we'll sink it all in. We have to talk about Arsenal. There's no way you lose to Newcastle. 4-0 on aggregate, 2-0 in midweek. They've played Newcastle 3 times this season. I've lost all 3. And I failed to score a goal against the same team that...
the same venue, Bournemouth thumped them 4.
Yes, 4.
Fulham?
Yeah.
Beats them there.
Yeah. So Arsenal are out of the FA Cup. Out of the FA Cup.
So focus on the Premier League.
Now, Premier League, they are 6 points behind a Liverpool team that have a game in hand.
Which is not a guaranteed
win. Yeah. That game in hand, Liverpool will drop points.
Even if they drop points, it will still be
less, it
will be less than. It will still be 6 points.
Not less than
it cannot be less than 6 points.
They will play 1-1.
So either it ends with 6, 7, or 9.
Arsenal have won the second leg with Liverpool already.
I can't feel.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you
Liverpool have dropped right now? Liverpool have dropped points in the second leg against Man City.
We're actually serious. I didn't want to mention Jessica's name. I knew it would distract you, but please focus.
Oh, okay.
Good. Thank you. Now, the Champions League. In as much as if you see the odds, Arsenal are somewhere on top when you talk about the odds after Liverpool.
People that do that,
the odds to win the Champions League. Well, but when I'm trying to imagine Arsenal's front line in the knockout stages of the Champions League, because Martinelli is out injured, Saka is out injured, Arsenal might have Raheem Sterling if they don't. If Arteta doesn't have the balls to start 1-0.
One area and Trossard.
It will be Raheem Sterling,
exactly.
Havertz, and Trossard. Sterling starting a Champions League game for Arsenal in 2005. It sounds sick, but with this team and injuries, knowing fully well that Arsenal should have gone into the bank or gone to the market in January and just bring in reinforcement.
Kai,
would this be another trophyless season for Arsenal?
Arsenal. Well, the truth is, the only title I thought they could win, as much as I don't like the club, was the Premier League. But when they started dropping points here and there, and Liverpool seemed to find a way. The truth is, champion stuff, you don't have to win well. Yeah, games Liverpool were terrible. They'll still find ways to win. That's what champions do. And now, yeah, you can say 6 points guaranteed is small. 6 is not small.
Yeah.
It means Liverpool have to lose at least 2 games.
Have to lose 3 games.
For the Arsenal to level with them. And it means Arsenal have to, let's say they play 10 matches, Liverpool lose 2. It means Arsenal must win the 10 matches for them to level with them. That's saying, that's even counting that Everton have beaten Liverpool. So, it's looking more like it. They can still win the Premier League. It's still possible mathematically, but sensically, it looks impossible because, like I joked earlier, they have to go to the Anfield to beat Liverpool. Is it possible? Forest did it. But is it easy? It's definitely going to be difficult. I pity Arsenal fans that it means they've gone back to their regular series next season. Because Champions League, I don't say Arsenal winning the Champions League because immediately the knockout round of 16, not this playoff, immediately round of 16 start. We go back to status quo. We go back to manual reset. That's why some persons are praying City just knock out Real Madrid because it feels like when Real Madrid gets there, their muscles rise and everything. So as I had, well, for the banter side it's fun, but for the empathy side, as hard as it is, I think Arsenal will go another trophyless season.
Trophyless season for Arsenal. Bolo of money. CJ, you agree?
It's not straightforward. Arsenal have done well, relatively well. Have they lost a Premier League game this season yet?
Yes. Arsenal lost to Bournemouth.
But it's not been three. They've not had 3 losses already. You know why I'm asking this is very simple actually. Every year, as a United fan, as everybody could see, every year Fergie won the league, he will tell you, as long as I don't lose 3 games, I will win the league. And it's been like that for loads of teams. And Arteta, this season, I've seen is following a particular template of his how do I call it now? Of his master, Pep. But it now looks as if he has built his team to beat just Man City.
Exactly.
That's the crazy thing about it.
Was it Mourinho that said one time that he doesn't mind losing to the big teams? Beat all the small
teams. Exactly. And win the league. So you've built your team so much that you've left loopholes for other smaller teams to come from the blind side and beat you. That's what he needs to actually fix. I know he needs a striker and stuff, but if you mention Bournemouth beating him, they have no business actually doing that at the level which Arsenal is currently. But they do lose to teams like that. But if you look at the template of the yesterday's game, the midweek game against Newcastle, it was the centre back Share that was coming to press Arsenal's own centre backs, meaning they created a press where they leave the midfield to be like fake press. They hold a particular line for the defender, the centre back, to break through to come now. Arteta throughout that game didn't read that, and that's where the second goal came from. Yeah. Exactly, the second goal after the tackle.
No, wait.
After the tackle, wait. After
I think
the
that
tackle,
second goal, Arsenal defenders, they bet on Gordon to score. Before that,
I'm not saying that.
Gave him
I'm not saying that.
Raya was away from the goal completely. That was in my mind.
But if you check where the goal came from, actually, it was from the press from Share. Yep. Now, what I'm trying to bring out is, Arteta would have told his defenders, give the ball to the keeper. When you see Share coming, pretend, just lob the ball over him. That leaves them. That leaves them short at the back, and Arsenal has advantage. But he didn't do that.
I blame Arteta. Wow, I'm impressed. Go ahead.
I'm trying to. You said we should be objective.
Yes.
So I'm looking at that. I'm like, I've been a fan of Arteta throughout like 3 seasons because he has done good things for us now. Yes, we know. But maybe I'll start to agree with people that
CJ is supporting Arteta. Kingsley is supporting Amorim. Wow.
Crazy, Abby. So I'm trying to look at that people that will tell me Arteta is crazy. He lacks this. Maybe for the first time, I saw that.
You're seeing the
No. Maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is turning out to be my best ever edition.
Ask him if he has seen something.
Maybe you have seen Amorim's mistake too. Maybe you have seen.
My love for him is dwindling. Yes, he's dwindling.
So it's the same. It's mutual.
I started suspecting the two of you when you were talking about the LGBTQ thing. The way CJ was looking at Kingsley's brows. Jeez. I wanted to talk. I said, let me wait and monitor the show.
Kingsley, what did this boy take?
What conversation are we having?
Arsenal, Amorim.
I said that Arteta is a poor coach. You are telling me he's just agreeing with me that he's a poor coach. I've been saying that for all this while. And he has been arguing.
He made poor tactical decisions in midweek, and it was poor. I would have to agree with Bodhi that there's still possibility of him winning, but it looks very far.
EPL,
it looks
Champions
very.
Let's
just do what Mourinho did then.
EPL. I'm talking about the EPL now.
Let's do this way.
Is it Premier League?
Let's do this way so that there's no blurry line.
Yeah.
Can Arsenal win will Arsenal win the EPL this season?
Will.
Yeah, property will.
Do you want percentage?
Will Arsenal win the EPL this season?
We can't be yes or no answer.
The moment your percentage is 51 for them not winning it, they are not winning it.
Okay, wait. Sorry.
Sorry.
Before you ask this question to Bolu, I want to write Bolu something. Bolu, we said something. It's you that actually said it. He said Liverpool will experience crisis at some point. They've not had it.
Exactly. So how would
so let's factor that in? Yeah, exactly.
Now, let me help you guys so that you can answer.
So yes or no?
Yes or no. So two people that Liverpool enter crisis Arsenal will follow.
So that you can answer the yes or no. So if you believe, if I ask you for percentage and you feel that 51% Arsenal will win the league, 49 they won't. It means they will win. If you have 51.
Let me see the percentage.
So will Arsenal win the league?
Percentage. Let's say 40%.
So it means they won't win it. Will Arsenal win the Champions League?
No.
Okay. Will Arsenal win the league?
2%.
Will Arsenal win the Champions League?
No way.
So Arsenal fans, you can see that I'm even joining an Arsenal jersey. So another trophyless season. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. We need to blame the board. We need to even blame the coach also. Because I'm looking at transfers. Teams who did good business in January. We'll talk about that right now. Manchester City, two key names stands out. Nico Gonzalez and then Omar Mamouche. Omar Mamouche, an attacking player. Nico Gonzalez, a Rodri kind of midfielder. You look at Aston Villa. After selling John Duran, brought in, there's this guy they brought in, what's his name? Asensio. There's Rashford. What's the guy? Doyen, yes, that's the name I was looking for. 3 attacking options joining the team. Having sold just one, John Duran, that looks like a serious-minded team. And I feel that for Arsenal not making any buys in January, it will hit them hard, it will bite them hard. Let's talk about other teams that were serious enough to bring in players. I just mentioned that of Man City, I mentioned that of Aston Villa. Which other team made some signings? Which other team should we look at?
You're looking outside England?
I thought the one that sold that didn't buy.
João Felix.
I won't say United and Chelsea.
João Felix for AC Milan. Started
and he scored on his debut.
Scored on his debut.
They do like that for every debut. The 2 times he came to Chelsea, we saw
scored.
what he did on his debut. I think his first debut for Chelsea, he got red card. The second game, he scored on assist.
But for him playing in the Serie A with the league much slower, it might suit him.
And then AC Milan sold Morata to
good point.
Brought in Santiago Jimenez.
Deadly striker.
So Jimenez to play for Feyenoord.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I don't think Felix is going to be a starter.
So how do you have Jimenez and João Felix go to AC Milan, a team that already has Tammy Abraham, there's Rafael Leao, there's Pulisic. Our own Samachiko is still there. And Arsenal has them.
Let's be serious. So that's why I feel they got some of those guys, apart from Jimenez, I think the rest are just backup players because they are still going to play, except, it's
Leao
almost
already now. So
Leao owns that. Nobody stops him. Pulisic, when he's fit, he plays on the right without any stress. And Jimenez is the top 9. I think they had a good deal. People will think, why are they selling Morata? But having Jimenez as a replacement is more like a perfect replacement. Where one of the things I just for us now, when people say who is available, players are available.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised how nobody
need a striker. God Mamouche. There are players everywhere. Just scout well. Arsenal don't want to sign a striker. I think that's what either is Arteta that doesn't want.
I think Arteta is stubborn. I think it's just being stubborn.
Arteta should come and coach Madrid.
I think that
how come and coach Madrid? You go use player where you don't.
I think how he got Kai Havertz from Chelsea made him not to want to buy his striker, but he want to prove to everybody that he can play. He can do the job. He can. So he's being stubborn. He's just being stubborn.
Ronaldo, everybody, he going. See, brought Benzema. See, brought. The important thing is, are you breaking a rule? No. Will the player be useful one way or the other? Yes, go for it. And not Arsenal that are even in crisis.
Okay, it's absolutely sad. And then we heard on the 30th of January, they put in a 60 million bid for Oli Watkins when the team.
If I was Aston Villa, and that day they had the Champions League. If I was Villa, I would bid for an Arsenal player to announce it.
That was absolutely ridiculous. Okay, guys, time is fast spent. Let's wrap up this edition. I thought it's going to be a bumper one, and then I believe we've done justice to that. But we need to make money. We need to make money for you guys out there. So let's wrap up with our Punters Bank. This is the part that women like, especially for the money part, and Jessica always concentrates on.
She's already
one.
pressing.
Yes, she must press. It's good. Okay. Ponters Bank. Let me start. We have to. We promised that we are going to, make it look simpler. But CJ, this
Kingsley and simple.
Yeah, this one looks a very non-simple. I'll start with you. It's good. You face your cross for yourself.
Okay.
Remo Stars Canopy.
Straight win for Remo.
Ikorodu Kwara United.
Straight win for Ikorodu and over 1.5.
Okay. Lazio Monza.
Straight win for Lazio.
Napoli Udinese.
Under 3.5.
Under 3.5. Athletic Bilbao Girona.
Under 3.5.
Real Madrid Atletico Madrid.
Crazy one. Double chance Atletico Madrid.
Double chance Atletico Madrid. Dortmund Stuttgart.
Over 1.5.
Sevilla Barcelona.
Barcelona to win over 2.5.
Barcelona win over 2.5. Brighton Chelsea. FA Cup.
Yeah. Two crazy things.
Useless.
Over 1.5.
Aston Villa Tottenham.
Aston Villa win. Well, I'm not sure about that. Double chance at Aston Villa.
Double chance Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll move to Bolu right now and then we'll wrap up the show. Bolu Remo Stars Canopy.
Straight win Remo Stars. No argument.
Ikorodu City Kwara United.
Over 1.5.
Lazio Monza.
I Lazio Monza. I Lazio straight win.
Napoli Udinese.
Napoli Udinese. Napoli straight win.
Athletic Bilbao Girona.
Yes, Athletic Bilbao Girona. Let me do over 1.5.
Real Madrid Atletico Madrid.
Go.
Goal. That looks juicy. Dortmund Stuttgart.
Dortmund Stuttgart. Go.
Sevilla Barcelona.
Sevilla Barcelona over 2.5.
Over 2.5. Brighton Chelsea.
Go.
Aston Villa Tottenham.
Aston Villa Tottenham, same thing. Go.
Okay. Guys, we're done. That's how we wrap up this bumper edition of Premium Sport right here on PBO TV. We have a special package for you guys next week. So next week when the show comes on your screen, it's going to be Valentine's Day. So we are going to have some special personalities on set right here with us. I also go and look for what's the color for love?
Purple.
What's the color for love?
Anything you want.
No, serious. Let me ask you, the lady here. What's the color for love?
She wants red.
Don't say
She
red.
say red. She will say red.
Red.
Okay. What's the color for love? Red. Okay, 2 reds, 1 purple, 1 anything.
Love is bright. Love can be white.
Okay.
It's not red.
You just said the lady there say color for red. So I'll try to look for a red outfit. I hope I don't look ridiculous.
White and red. People wear white shirt and red bow tie.
That was what I was avoiding. Because I know you want to put on red outfit.
So that you can have that touch button there.
Or wear red suits.
Yes, sir. Red suits.
Red suit, red bow tie.
Ridiculous.
White shirt. No, white shirt.
Am I in a society, man?
In fact, you know that Premium Sport face cap?
Yeah.
We just change the Premium Sport change it to red.
What color of hats and tie did those men during COVID? There was a check.
Black in it.
Was it black? There was one that they wore red tie and red bow tie.
Oh, that one is Call of Death there, not Call of Love.
Okay. Guys, you have to go. We've had so much fun. Thank you, Bolo Money. Thank you to CJ. Thank you to Elijah and Jessica. Also, I'm the amazing Kingsley. We'll see you guys next week for a special Valentine edition of Premium Sport only on PBO TV. Don't forget, go on all our socials, engage with our content right there. And our Predict and Win is still on. Do not forget, it's still on because next week we are going to have, the playoffs. So you just predict. We need every match day. Just give us 5 games, but 10. A match. You can do 7 today, 3 tomorrow. Bolu to win, CJ to lose, Real Madrid to lose. That way, it's as simple as that. And at the end, we'll collate that and we'll give you, a grand prize winner. You get to win a Star Times decoder with 3 solid months subscription. Other consolation prizes will give you airtime. Have a fabulous day ahead. Bye-bye.
Premium Box Office TV. Everyone loves premium. Premium Box Office TV is exclusive on Star Times.